Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Michael Grass. This is the Grassroots 304 podcast, episode number 62. And tonight, my special guests are Gary, Seth, and Jesse from the LivFree Music Festival. It is going on in August, coming up August 21st through 23rd in Fayetteville, West Virginia, correct?
Yeah.
It's Fayetteville at Adventures at the Gorge, right?
Adventures at the Gorge,
Okay, awesome.
Yep.
Guys, tell me about the festival. Like here we start, and then they start playing drums.
There's
up
the
front,
music.
right?
We still got some background music.
Yeah.
Well, so LivFree number 3 is Adventures on the Gorge, like you said. Fayetteville, big tourist destination. We've got a kind of our own space in the back to have a full show. So it takes up, plenty of the resort. You can kind of travel between areas, but, got a big designated area for the main stage, and second stage will be down at the bar at the forget the name of the bar down at the
Rendezvous Lounge.
Yeah, so it encompasses a lot of space. It's a big thing, get your legs moving, a lot of art to check out, and a lot of couple spaces. So it's gonna be fun, interactive.
Now, Adventures at the Gorge, I know they've got some disc golf that's up there and some hiking trails. Like, what else can you do up there?
Rafting, rock climbing. I mean, Fayetteville's just got about everything. So
Right.
they got a beautiful pool.
A beautiful pool. Okay.
It's nice.
Yeah, they got a few of them down there, don't they? Yeah, there's a few
You can
of
hold it a
them.
little closer.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Sorry about that.
There you go.
Yeah, man, there's a good bit of stuff going on down there. It's a good time for sure.
You say rafting, zip lining. What else? You got any horseback riding there?
I don't know about that.
No?
I'm sure if it is at Adventures on the Gorge,
Uh-huh.
there's in the area.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's plenty of things to do in the Fayetteville area.
Definitely.
Food.
Now, tell me about the festival. What's the lineup looking like this year?
As far as headliners go, there's a band out of Westchester, Pennsylvania called CKY.
Can't Kill Yourself.
Yeah, definitely, man. I've listened to those guys since I was a young kid. Love them to death. The idea was to have them on last year, and we reached out to them, and we talked to their management for about a week, and couldn't make it happen because of their tour schedule and whatnot. But me and Paul talked. I don't know, shortly after the festival was over, and we knew we wanted them for this year, and we started on that, and we finally secured that for about 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe a month. And then as far as another headlining act, we got Bubba Sparxxx, down south rapper.
Collie Park, Bubba Sparxxx.
Yeah.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
He'll be, yeah, exactly. We'll have him at Rendezvous first night,
Right
opening
on.
night on Thursday, pre-party.
Okay. Pre-party, yeah, that'll be a
Yep.
good pre-party.
Definitely.
Get things heated up for the weekend.
Definitely. And then they got some local acts too, some West Virginia's best. We got a 2-piece band called Desant Sainte Marie. I'm not exactly sure if that's how you pronounce it, but I've heard a little bit of their stuff. Sound pretty good. The motherfucking band, MFB.
Yeah.
They've been with us every single year and probably will be for, the future. Let me think.
You got Dinosaur Burp.
Yeah, Dinosaur Burps, man. I don't know how I didn't think of that, man. Those guys absolutely crushed last year. We're lucky to have them back.
They're OGs in the local music scene here.
Yeah, Matt
Matt
Mullins, man.
yeah.
Good dude. Always a
been
good
every
time.
year, too.
Yeah. Matt's good people for sure. Let me see. Hello June, New Moons.
Well, like 16 total, right?
Yeah.
John Colby in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Colby, of course, he's going to be on here just a little bit after you guys.
Yeah, he'll be wrapping up right after CKY, so the finale of everything.
Oh, nice.
A big finisher, yeah, big Saturday night.
Here you go. Who else? I see
Three's Company Blues.
Three's Company Blues. Yeah, they're great.
I've never seen them guys like live, but I hear they're a good time for sure.
Yeah, who's some other people in here that I recognize? Let's see. There's Matt Mullins popping up at the end here. Oh, who is Acid Mine Drainage?
That I have no clue.
Never heard of them?
That I have no clue.
No, that's an interesting name.
I've talked to one of these cats. They're They're special.
Yeah, they like some. You think they're like some psychedelic rock?
Yeah, check that.
With the name like that.
Yeah, maybe a hidden gem. I had a bunch of new fans. People didn't realize they were into that, and saw them perform. They're gonna love it.
I think it's a solid lineup. You know, I saw it last year, and of course, Afroman played that. We had Afroman here, and he sat on that couch, and we did an interview. And
Yeah, it was a good one.
yeah, I wish I could have made it for that. But like I mentioned, I'm on vacation that weekend, unfortunately. So maybe I might have to cut it short 2 days and come back to West Virginia.
It's gonna be bigger than last year. I told him it's got the potential to grow exponentially. So,
Oh, definitely.
CKY is massive. There's so many fans in the area
Right.
from West Virginia, but obviously surrounding areas. This is what their only East Coast show.
Yeah, this
So
is
if
the
you want
only
to catch
East Coast
them
show
anywhere
we
on
do.
Really?
the East Coast, it's the only one. Yeah. So.
Wow. Okay. Well, that definitely says a lot, and to have them here in West Virginia for their only East Coast show like this year.
Yeah.
I guess everything else will be on the West Coast, I suppose.
Yeah, they're playing with Tool actually tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Actually,
Nice.
yeah.
George show.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, I grew up watching Jackass and Viva La Bam and CKY.
Definitely.
Of course. Like, wasn't Bam's brother in CKY? Isn't that the connection there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jess the drummer of
Okay.
CKY.
Okay.
And, yeah, I seen him in Morgantown years ago too, man. I can't wait. Like I remember whenever Paul first had the idea to do this, that was like one of the first bands that we wanted, and to have it like, be a thing and like
Right.
actually put them guys on a flyer and put that out with our name on it too, man. It's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling.
It's cool to be able to say you can come to just drive an hour from Charleston and go see CKY too.
Yeah,
it's
true.
like
Easy.
we hardly ever get like killer bands. Well, we do sometimes, but like CKY's never came around here as far as I know. And you said you saw them in Huntington, and that was probably 20 years ago. Morgantown, sorry.
Yeah, I seen him in Morgantown in like 2011, I think.
Okay, yeah, so it's 14 years ago. It's it'll be cool to get them back in the state, and I'm sure the people that like them too, they'll drive from all around as well,
No,
right?
It'll bring out a lot of people from a long time ago music scene as a band. For like you said, we were watching Jackass. We all grew up on Jackass and
Right.
CKY, so yeah, it'll be phenomenal. But no, just in that venue especially, they're gonna have a lot of space to make some sounds. So.
Okay.
It'll be an amazing show, but that's his goal. That's what Paul's trying to do is like get these bigger artists and show the ability to have like a really awesome festival in West Virginia. Out in the woods where you've got a lot of space. Keep it fun and professional. But this is something you can bring your kids to during the day by all means.
Okay,
So-
and there's camping, I suppose.
Yeah, there's a lot of camp. I mean, this is a very cheap opportunity. Or an opportunity to go cheap for a whole weekend and have a lot of music and a lot of stuff around you where you don't have to spend a bunch of extra money, and see, if you're not from here, a great part of West Virginia, but Fayetteville's where all the tourism's at, where everything's available.
Right.
So he's got a really good spot. Adventures on the Gorge is an amazing scene view of, the river and looking back at the bridge. Like, it's a really cool spot. But as far as things to do, like you said, zip line and horseback riding and everything you can think of is in Fayetteville. So if you want to come and not spend a lot of money, go to a really big artist show, catch an amazing time, and still go have, time to do what you want. Like, this is, so there's a lot of camping available, from yurts to really nice camping to just a tent spot.
They have RV camping.
All that's available at
RVs,
Adventures. So.
cabins.
Cabins.
Yeah, it's
available, right?
as nice or as primitive as you want to have an experience, you can. So,
Okay.
but it's a great deal, and it's like I said, a lot of good bands. It's every type of music too. So he does a good job of having like a really a wide array of stuff. So it's for everybody.
Right.
Like you can kind of selectively be at what show you want. And then the rest of the time, you're not bored standing around. You're at a resort with all kinds of fun stuff to do, and
So I
shuttles
suppose
running, all that
music
stuff.
overlaps on the stages, correct, or partially, maybe not overly overlaps.
No,
but when
I think-
there's music on one stage and there's not on another.
Yeah, that's one thing that's I believe is kind
It's more of like the 2-stage thing is more of an after party.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we'll have bands in the main location throughout the day,
Right.
and then as soon as that quits, we'll take you up to the Rendezvous Lounge, where we'll have the after parties every night.
Okay.
That's like the point of the whole 2-stage thing.
Now, how do people get back and forth? Are there buses
Yeah,
available?
they got
we-
shuttle running
yeah.
all the time. So
Okay.
Yeah,
So
make it
nobody has to
easy on you.
walk.
You can walk as much or as little as you want to. Like
Definitely.
like I said, get your legs stretched. I'm more or less like there's going to be art throughout the whole festival. Like that is a large part of it. But the Rendezvous Lounge is going to have a lot of art set up for the whole weekend. So if you want to see like a lot of West Virginia artists and all their setup, and come get it, and not have to walk around with it, have it in a gallery setting where, it's on display until you leave for the weekend and, pack it up in the car and go. It's like it's going to have a lot of art offerings. So tattooing, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You all mentioned there's going to be a tattoo parlor that's going to be set up and offering tattoos for people.
We're still hashing out the final details on it, but we have some local
Pull that
tattoo
mic up.
artists that will be there tattooing on site. So more details on that to come.
Okay. You think they could get like a LivFree Festival tattoo on their ass if they paid enough
if
for
you
it?
do that,
I'm sure
I'm not even making
Yeah.
that offer because Paul's gonna be like, "Oh,
don't do that.
out here."
No, like,
tattoos to get a free
yeah,
ticket.
brand. It's like a
Not across
walking
your forehead,
advertisement, a
your
walking
ass at least.
billboard. Yeah. You can always get it on your forehead if you really want to go big.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We're all doing LivFree face tats this summer.
I like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, like a
One
Mike
little
Tyson.
dot. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
but it'll have
right across the
LivFree
middle there.
down the side instead.
Yep.
I dig that. I might get on board with it, but it's
over the eyebrow.
yeah. If I was there, I'd get on board with it, but I want like a henna tattoo because I couldn't live with that forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you get the henna.
Look nice
girls out
on you,
there to
man.
do it. You guys,
We'll
you
have
keep
that there too.
the henna tattoo people.
Face painting.
Okay, good. The kids want tattoos also, but it's you can't give kids tattoos, right?
Yeah, they're
It's
not
like you
old
can't
enough
give
for
kids
that.
sex changes either, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
Yeah, we were talking about LivFree or something.
You guys keep on talking about Paul. Paul, is he the founder of it?
Paul's
Yeah,
the man.
Paul. Pretty much. This was pretty much my dude's idea, and I sat back and watched him do what he did year one, and the more he talked about it, and the more you could see it kind of like come to life. Like the more I wanted to be a part of it. So I stepped in last year with our buddy Pat, and then also Paul's brother Matt. But Matt's kind of taking a year off to focus on some other businesses and stuff that he runs. And but yeah, man, Paul, this is pretty much his baby. You know what I mean? And LivFree is pretty much 80% Paul, 20% the rest of us.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
So
we
he puts in
step
a lot of work too.
Oh, dude, I hate to
majority
say
of
it.
the
I hate to say it, Paul. Hate to say it, but he does all the work.
Uh-huh.
And we pretty much step in and we do our part with what we need to do. And whatever he needs, he lets us know. We get it done.
But it's the work of Paul. It's the inside
Definitely.
the mind of Paul and all
Definitely.
on all the music that he loves,
Definitely.
which is a bunch of good shit. So it's
Hey,
a
but,
great time
you
for
know,
everybody else. Yes, it's
behind-
Paul's playlist.
Behind every good leader, there's a great team.
Yeah,
You got to
definitely.
have a great team around you in order to make things run efficiently.
Or
so,
a
yeah.
ringleader and a bunch of monkeys following him
Yeah,
around.
there's
But
that
Right.
too.
It's great. No, he's
Right.
the man. We hit it off really good. He had an amazing time last year. Like it set the stage for it to be that much bigger this year, which is what you're trying to do is expand and not just get a little more people. No, you want to set it up to where you're growing each
Right.
year massively. And so it's only going to be bigger next year. But CKY is going to be this is going to be something new for West Virginia because Afro Man was huge. I mean, I told him at the end of the last year, I was like, you kind of just like made an impact where people are kind of wondering what went on. If they miss this, they're kind of like, something big happened here. And, so it's built a demand for itself. But, yeah.
Do y'all have any crazy stories from last year? Anything that was you really stands out?
Crazy stories from last year.
Did everything just go smooth?
It was ultimately it was a crazy time that wasn't too crazy, which is what you want, right? Like,
yeah.
Adventures is a professional place, and we're not trying to it's not a garage party, man. It's
Sure.
like we're out in the woods, and everyone. What I love about West Virginia is people respect it, and you don't find trash, and people respect each other. Like, dude, we have a good scene here, man. Like all the culture and artists that here, like really are still West Virginians. Like they get along well with each other, and you see a lot of blend of different people and all kinds of different genres, and we get along well with each other. So when outsiders come in and they're respectful of West Virginia, we do fine. But Fayetteville's like very much like that, respect nature, and so we're in a good area. And as long as you come in with that attitude and you're not trying to trash anything, like you just want to have a good time and enjoy it. It is a very intense time, but it's like. No, nothing too crazy of anything really going off the rails. Just,
Afro Man didn't smoke no foot long blunt on stage.
He
just smoked a lot of weed.
He smoked a lot of great weed,
he did
man.
his thing
But
for sure.
his whole you know, he's an intense guy, man. Like he set the tone right and was
Right.
very welcomed. Because I was like, dude, we love you here. I was like, you knew you were more, you know, anytime West Virginia welcomes that guy. So, you know, it's they'll do the same, man. Like CKY's got, like you said, such a long following. It's such a deeply rooted fan base. So the people you're going to see come out, like it is, you know, it's going to be a lot of people that've been a fan for a very long time.
Right.
So
I think
I'm blown away that they're going to be here. Like this is
I think
awesome.
the craziest story for me from last year, man, would have to be just seeing it come together. Like we've literally spent a year, you know what I mean, like going over it with a comb, you know what I mean, and like to see it like all come together and like, you know, from, you know, Paul and them spending a couple of days to, you know, putting the fences up to mark everything off, to the shuttles in and out, to the food trucks coming in and the vendors setting up and Robbie and them and all them setting up the sound and the stage coming, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just to see it all set up and like working and
It's like, wow, this is really happening.
going
Here it is.
smooth, and
Yeah.
to think that like it was just like a few homies sitting around like just a couple of years ago just
Idea
talking
came to
about
life.
Right.
like what could we do, and then to think about like, you know, making these calls and making these emails to these bands that we've looked up to our whole lives, and
Right.
you know, just to see a dream come true, and you know, it being our dream that we want to share with like, you know, not only like our community but anybody that wants to be a part of it. You know, like it's just crazy, man. Like I just remember multiple times last year, man, just looking at the stage, you know, about every band that would come on, just looking like, holy shit, like, you know, how in the hell did we pull this off?
Right.
You know,
It's kind of surreal, man. You're
Yeah.
out there and you got nature all around you. There's no, I mean, you're away from it all, but you're still in West Virginia. Like you said, you don't travel that far to get to Fayetteville from
It's an
most
hour
places.
hour and a
Easy,
half from
man.
Charleston. You
It's
know?
easy
Yeah, it's
access
little
for
over
most
an hour,
places.
Right. Yeah.
So you know you got a great scene for it, and sound carries well, and it's peaceful, and it's as exciting as you want it to be. Like you said, you're on the resort, but you got just West Virginia trees and forest to enjoy.
the gorge right there.
Right.
Yeah, it's
know,
a great spot. I mean, it's a surreal time. And like you said, like you see these artists that, you know, you would think if you're watching them, you're in some big state or big city, and you're not. Like, I mean, West Virginia has so much capacity for, you know, artists to come here, and so many, you know, fans that want to see him. So it's like he's bridging a lot of gaps, man. He's, like I said, trying to bring bigger things in and expand access, you know. So
Yeah,
he's doing a good job too.
You
It's
know,
an
what's
awesome show.
it's good to see new things happening and new music festivals being established here in the state. You know, what's things have came and gone over the last few years, and as it is, it's kind of harder to run these things. It's as
Right.
you've seen, many of the OG larger festivals have called it quits over the years. So yeah, I think what you guys are doing is great. You know, hats off to you guys. Pat yourself on the back, because
Right.
it's really cool, and it gives people something else to look forward to. You know, it's like
no,
if you
that's what it's about, man. It's like facilitating fun for other people. Like
Right.
it and you know he wants, that's what he wants to do is, like I've seen these bands. I could travel around, you know, all of us on the couch same way, like want to go
Right.
see somebody, we can, but for like people that don't have the time to get out but once a summer or like once a month or whatever,
Or
to
the
see a show.
people
Yeah.
that don't have the funds to go out
Sure.
because the
Yeah.
price of everything is
It's
just
a
so
no,
high.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
you can't go like to a vacation place for a day for what you can do for the weekend. Like it's
Right.
Right.
and it's all the
definitely.
music so
I
you
mean,
wanna see.
$70 for 3 days is an extra 30
that's
to
it.
camp
It's
for
only
3 days.
$70
Yeah.
It's
for.
$100 if you want to camp for the
Okay.
and yeah, so there's spots out there
Dang,
aren't
that's a deal.
primitive either.
Dude,
like
I
they're
I mean,
cleared out.
that's
I mean,
a
you
unheard
can.
of price.
There's
Right,
there's
yeah.
shower houses out there. There's bathrooms.
You're not.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not wanting.
You know.
what,
Is all that
or
stuff
needing
free?
anything.
You got to pay to take a shower.
No.
No,
That's
it's
all.
just
there,
it's just a
man.
nice
It's just
resort.
there.
Man.
They
You're-
did that at 48 first year I was there. You had to pay to take a shower, but that's a
No,
completely
this-
different
No,
place.
Not like that.
So and we forgot to mention that as well. So it's not just like you know primitive. You have to bring everything you need. Like no, you got showers. You got a good camp area. Like I said, it's a nice resort. But Free Folk is doing beer there, so you got access to that. And then
Yeah,
food
okay.
vendors will be a few trucks there. Like there's you're gonna kind of have
You
access
guys,
to
you
whatever
guys gonna
need,
have
so.
Tudor's Biscuit World set up as a vendor.
I don't even think, man.
Dude, that's
we
not
could
a
do
bad
that. We
idea,
just
actually.
do the
Yeah,
truck
you
and
know,
put the logo
that's
on
not a
there,
bad
but-
I
idea.
could
Yeah.
easily
Yeah.
sell like 500 biscuits in an hour. Up there.
Right.
They could sell out and then come back and serve Gino's Pizza at the end
They're
of the day.
clogging West Virginia's arteries with that gravy fast
Oh.
enough. They go mobile, we're all gonna start croaking, man. So
Well, they already do catering. So.
Hey, I
Maybe
made
we'll get
that.
some tutors. I mean, honestly, like I feel like maybe CKY needs to experience.
Yeah, right. That's a West
Fayetteville.
Virginia thing, and people coming in,
Yeah.
they'd be like, "What's a Tudor's biscuit world?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm about to." blow
They know
your
about it in
mind."
Britain now.
Right.
Those Britain,
Yeah.
those
Right.
Britain dudes.
Yeah,
British
those
dudes
guys.
came over. Like,
It's
man,
a
at
thing.
least somebody told them the right thing to do when they were here.
Yeah, the poor guys. They went and they got a Stromboli and thought it was a pepperoni roll, and then went and got a gas station pepperoni roll, which. If that's all you got to choose from in your area, sure. But even the
Yeah.
gas station pepperoni roll wasn't a
No,
good
there'll be some great
representation.
food up there. Yeah, we have. I mean, Fayetteville, the area in general, like that's the cool thing. If you want to scoot out after the festival, or even during the day when not as much music's going on, like there's so many things.
Gates
to
are
do up
open,
there.
so you can leave and come as you please.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
you'll have
your
your
access.
wristband.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Awesome.
They'll know. There's people working the
So
working the gates.
if you want a full Adventures on the Gorge experience and you're there the whole time, or you want to explore Fayetteville after or before, like it's an amazing area with all kinds of restaurants, all kinds of. I mean, it's our tourist destination. So as far as art goes, as far as restaurants, things to do, places to hike, biking, whatever. It's all Fayetteville is the core of tourism in West Virginia.
That's
Whitewater rafting is what our state's known for. So Fayetteville's got a lot of that.
I think that's another good aspect of it too. Is a lot of these festivals, when you go in, you're in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There is
you're
no,
locked in, right?
I forgot something in the car or whatever. Like you can be in and out all day. You know what I mean? That shuttle runs every 8 minutes on the 8 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they Adventures did such a good job with that. So
Yeah,
man.
you
They
can
really
be
did,
wherever you
yeah.
want. They're catering to you. I mean, it's set up for the festival. So like I
Even
said,
with the rain last year,
Right.
They got
Yeah.
everybody.
and it's in August too, man. So it's not super hot. Like it's cooled off. Like we had a light rain one day.
Yeah,
It
it's-
wasn't really anything that it came and went in 15 minutes. But it's into August where things have cooled off, so you're getting to experience kind of almost into the fall climate, and it's pretty enjoyable. Still warm enough where you're not getting cold out there, but you're not sweating and standing out there waiting for your favorite band to play. It's
we've
enjoyable.
also partnered with the Humane Society while we're there
Yeah.
too, and
So you're going to be doing a food drive for that, right?
Doing adoptions for animals the entire weekend.
Okay.
I think they bring a few pets out.
Yeah, it lasts the entire time. I know the last couple years that we've done it, they got pets on site,
Okay.
and
That's
yeah,
cool.
They did. I
You
remember
can
talking.
Come to the festival and then leave with the dog. Yeah.
Somebody
Leave with the
should,
dog.
yeah. It'll warm your heart. Listen to CKY and all this happy rainbow music will warm your heart.
Yeah, they
Take
leave the
dog
dogs out there too while the music's
man,
jamming.
it's got
no,
plenty
there's
of
people
great
taking
positive
care of
music.
them, man.
right.
You got them ladies at the Humane Society, you know what I mean? They're showing a lot of love the entire time they're there. So
They bring him on kind of like a trailer that has windows on it where the dogs are kept in it, correct?
Well, yeah,
least that's what they have in
got 'em
Charleston.
out, letting people interact with them. So if you're, if you do have your kids there, there's, fun
I
stuff
think-
for them too.
yeah,
But it's cool. We got good sponsors, and a lot of cool people that partner with this. It's not just the staff doing it. It's everybody
Right.
that's working with it are cool people because it's a good lineup of music and it's a fun festival. So it kind of finds the fun people. So
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
cool. There's a big long tour of everybody you want to see as far as vendors and food and art. All the sponsors, everybody that has a booth set up, and it's a good collection of those things too. So,
Okay.
plenty to look at, plenty to experience, plenty to do. It's a lot of interactive. So,
Okay. Did we hit all the topics? Hit all the subjects there?
man, tickets at adventuresonthegorge.com, man.
Yeah, that's the last thing I was gonna say. Shout out
yeah,
your social
there you go.
medias where
Yeah.
people can find it at.
LivFree Music Festival. We're on all platforms. Tickets mainly at adventuresonthegorge.com. As soon as you type it in, there's a banner up top, yellow. Can't miss it. Go on there. Like I say, it's $70 for the entire weekend.
Okay. Any general or that's general admission, but any VIP passes?
I don't know if we've talked anything about that.
might be some details to come on that.
Well, I would say that's probably another good thing about this is we didn't have VIP passes last year,
Yeah.
but when Afro Man was done,
Right.
there was a line of
People to
800
meet with
people, and he literally sat there and waited and spoke.
everybody
to
kind of
every
was.
single
Everybody
one of
was
those
Right.
VIP.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's you didn't really need a VIP because the whole thing was VIP the
Yeah.
entire time.
Main thing is just get your tickets immediately because if you're obviously going to pile on camp and you're not.
They're
gonna go
limited
home.
this year too.
What's
Yeah,
the
so-
cap on it?
We're limiting it this year at just 1,000 heads.
That keeps it intimate.
You know what I mean? we're just doing it at 1,000 people just to kind of keep it.
You're not bumping into everybody, you know.
Sure.
Because this is still a
has
learning experience for us too.
Right.
Like I mentioned earlier, man. Like each year we find 2 or 3 different things that make us better for next year. You know, so we're gonna cap it off at about 1,000 heads this year.
Okay.
So
if there's something else you could do different this year, name one thing.
name one thing to do different. I don't know, man. I don't know. It all ran really good last year.
Sleep less, party more.
You know,
Okay.
If
Sleep
anything,
less, party more.
If anything
sleep less,
that
party
I
more.
learned, it was all like the business aspect of it, not really, particularly the festival and the way it ran. You know, so it was all like the business aspect of it,
Right.
that would need, you know, critiquing. But you know, as far as the festival itself, man, smooth.
Yeah,
good
it's
time.
not a corporate feel. It's not rigid. Like, you're not there to bother anybody. You're not gonna have any problems. Like, you are there to, not to be cheesy, but to live free.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
that's
like
the
that.
point.
Name
That's
lives
what
up
he's
to
going
itself.
for, man, is for
Right.
you to have an experience that you want to have, and to show that a lot of different people wanting a different experience can have an experience together collectively.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what it is. I mean, you're up there with a lot of space and a lot of open options of how to spend a day and a weekend or an hour with somebody. I mean, it's a different tour, man, because you got access to a lot of different things that, you know, like you said, you go to a typical festival, you're in there and you're in a bunch of cattle in a box, and this
Right.
is like the opposite of that. Like, you come and go as much as you want to each area or whatever experience you want, and like I said, there's music going the whole time, there'll be food available, everything else available the whole time, so it's whatever
Okay.
experience you want to have, really.
One more time, go ahead, give a shout out again. Website.
AdventuresOnTheGorge.com is where you can buy tickets, or LivFreeMusicFestival.com. Any vendors or any food vendors or anything would like to give us an email. That's livefree@gmail.com, LIVFREE@gmail.com. Well, LivFreeMusicFestival@gmail.com.
Yep, all the social media platforms.
All the social media, LIVFREE Music Festival. We're on everything.
Okay, awesome. Gary, Seth, Jesse, thank
Yeah,
you
man,
guys.
thanks,
yeah,
dude.
appreciate
Thanks
it.
for
Yeah,
having me, man.
of course.
Sure.
And
Hope to see a lot of people there. Like I said, it's gonna fill up, but
Yeah.
Get your tickets quick.
Dude, tickets are already selling good too. So
yeah.
tickets are on sale now. Make sure to get them now. Don't wait till last minute. Prices won't increase, but they might sell out. So, yeah, definitely make sure to go ahead and see live local music here in the beautiful state of West Virginia. And, yeah, of course, if you like watching this podcast, you can watch more. Just search for the Grassroots 304 podcast here. I almost blinked for a second there, guys. Search for the Grassroots 304 podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. And check out here, live at the shop. It's at 1233 Ohio Avenue here in Dunbar, West Virginia. Support live local music. We've got the Kind Thieves going on here in just a little bit. And here next, we'll have John Colby Ellswick on the show. So, yeah. It's,
Appreciate
it's a
it,
fun
dude.
thing.
Thanks,
Be able to have you guys come down here too. You know, if you hadn't reached out, Jesse, if you hadn't reached out or anything, I wouldn't have ever thought to ask to have you come on the show. So yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, of
We
course.
did, man, for sure. So,
All right, guys,
Look
yeah.
forward to it. It'll be a good time.
Of course, thanks a lot. Hey,
yeah.
appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, of course. All right, fellas. So rock and roll.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you there.
See you guys next time. Peace out. Have a great night, day, afternoon. Hasta luego.
Bop.